you're gonna come back to my page and you're gonna thank me. You're gonna thank me because the show is that good. So what's up, y'all? I'm back with another YouTube video. So today I'm just gonna be giving y'all some Netflix suggestions, because I know how it feels when you're just sitting on the couch and you've been strolling for hours on Netflix and you don't know what to look for. I'm just gonna be giving y'all suggestions on the things I've watched. You know, I wouldn't consider myself to be an expert or nothing about Netflix, but I'm just gonna show y'all what I watch and maybe you'll want to watch it too. I'm just gonna get right into the video. I got my Netflix up right here, ready for me to, you know, show y'all. I just decided to throw the hoops on real quick, but yeah, now I'm ready to go. So obviously, the first show I'm finna recommend to y'all is Grey's Anatomy. Like, if you haven't watched that show, you need to go watch it. I don't know why I have a water bottle in my hand. You need to go watch it. It's better than Scrubs. It's better than ER. Grey's Anatomy is the best medical drama, period. And there's plenty of seasons, and I know some people get scared because there's so many seasons, but trust me, like, you're gonna be very thankful of them seasons when you really get into the show. And like when I first started watching it, I was like, oh my god, this is like for old people. But no, y'all, like, it's really a good show. The next show that y'all should definitely watch is an animated show on Netflix, and it is called The Hollow. Now this show is super good, and especially the fact that it's animated, like, it's so good. It's like a Gravity Falls type show, but like way more trippy. Like, it's super trippy though. Like, and like, I keep saying like am I dumb, but like, oh my gosh, about these three kids, and they wake up in this room and like they don't know who they are or like where they came from or anything. They don't know anything, and they just wake up totally clueless, and they gotta like escape the room, and like they end up going on this adventure or whatever. So watch it for sure. The next thing y'all should watch is Glee. Now I know all of y'all know what Glee is. Y'all probably like, come on now, girl, come on now. You know we don't want to watch Glee, but it is so good. Even if you like not a huge fan of like singing, it's not all about that, but like it has a bunch of drama, so it's a really good show. Basically, if you don't know what Glee is, I'm gonna explain it to you. So it's basically about these high school kids, and they join Glee Club, and Glee Club is like a club where you like sing and do stuff. It's like show choir, and it's like a bunch of drama on the side, and they do have like a bunch of musical numbers. That's like what the whole show pretty much is. So yeah, go add Glee to your list right now. Their Netflix original that I would say, it's called Atypical, and it's basically about this boy, and he has like this, I forgot what it was, y'all, but he has like this anxiety disorder situation, and like he really wants a girlfriend. So he researched like dating advice and like started putting it to the test, and like he asked his therapist and stuff, and it's just so funny. And then like it's drama in his family. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like it's some scandal going on in his family. Like the whole show is not just about him. Like it has a storyline on his sister, on his parents. So it's not, the whole show is not just about him like I thought, because I thought the whole show was just gonna be about him, but no, it's about his family too. So it's like a really good show. One season, I ate it all up, and now I'm waiting for another season to come through. So definitely watch Atypical right now. Well, not right now, but after this video. So yeah. Another show that I suggest is this show called 90210, and I'm not talking about the old one, I'm talking about the new one, the remake. And I know people are like, oh my god, remakes are so bad all the time, like, oh my god, classic is better forever. Okay, well, I saw the remake before I saw the classic, and then I tried to watch the classic, and I just like, it's okay, but like I just wasn't into it. So basically it's just like, it's kind of like a Degrassi. Like, it's in a high school, and it's like a bunch of scandal and stuff, and it takes place in Beverly Hills, and it's about a bunch of different characters. Like, it's crazy. Go watch 90210. The new one, not the old one. Go watch 90210 right now. Add it to your list. Another show that I recommend is this show called The End of the World, and it's like a curse word in the title, but it's called The End of the Bleep 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 World, and y'all will probably see it on Netflix or know what I'm talking about. But it's basically about these kids. It's about these kids. It starts off with a boy named James, and he wants to kill a human. Basically, he wants to kill a human because he's been killing animals all his life. So then he meets this girl, and her name is her name is Alyssa, and they end up like running away together and then like falling in love and all that jazz. I didn't spoil anything, by the way. That's not a spoiler. It's a really good show, but it does end on a cliffhanger. But that's only because it's based off of like comics, and the comics end on a cliffhanger, and like they're not gonna come out with a second season. So that's just great, right? Yeah. Another show that I recommend is this show called She's Gotta Have It. Not the movie, the show. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the show, and the show is really good. So basically, it's about this, it takes place in Brooklyn, and it's about this woman named Nola, and I don't know, she talks about like sexual freedom, I guess, and like she has like 3 lovers, and their names are Greer, Mars, and Jamie. And Jamie is like really thoughtful, sweet, but he got a wife. Greer is like super cocky, too confident, but he cool though. And then Mars, like, shout out to Mars, bro. Mars sweet, but he just childish. Like he's playful though. So basically she got 3 lovers, and they all got things, but they got too much of each thing they got. Like they have good qualities, but they all have like a problem. So yeah. Another show that I definitely recommend. Okay, hold on. Wait. Ooh. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Now this show is like a musical show, and basically like it's this girlfriend, and then this ex-girlfriend, and then she ends up stalking her ex from like summer camp when they were teenagers. Keep in mind, this is a grown behind woman, and yeah, but she wasn't happy where she lived, so she moved to where her ex-boyfriend Josh lived. And it's like this musical show, and it's like really funny, and just like it's really funny. So yeah, it does have like, it's like, what's the word, it's raunchy. It's very raunchy, but it's like hilarious. So I definitely recommend that, like if you want to laugh. And I promise you probably haven't heard the show on any other YouTube videos whatsoever, but it's this show called Dramaworld. And this show, I don't even know how to explain this. So it's basically this girl, and she works, oh my gosh, okay. So it's basically this girl, and she works at a coffee shop, and she always watches like Korean television. Like she's like a super huge fan of Korean television, and she like watches it on her phone while she's like working and stuff. And then like one day she gets sucked into her phone, and she's like in this place called Dramaworld, and that's where all the Korean shows take place on that TV network. And like she plays as a person who helps the storyline go on, because there's these like people living in the shows or whatever, but they don't know that they're living in a show, if that makes sense. And she like is supposed to be helping them like move on the storyline, like making certain things happen so like the characters fall in love, stuff like that, moving the storyline along. But she's not actually supposed to be in the story. And of course my girl obviously gets in the story because she's hard-headed, and like things go terribly wrong from there, as you may guess. But it's a pretty good show, and it only has 1 season, and the episodes are super short, but it's a pretty good show, and you can probably finish it honestly in like a few hours. Like it's a good show though. So another show that I would say is this show called Life Sentence. And this show is basically about a girl that had cancer for like a really long time, since she was like a teenager, and she was like living life to the fullest and everything. Like she got married to a guy she met in Paris. Like she was just living life to the fullest, because like she was supposed to die like really soon or whatever. Like they already knew she was gonna die. She was like terminal. So then they like cured her with this treatment they were doing. Like it was like an experimental treatment thing, and they cured her. Basically she has to try to live a normal life now, and she has to deal with real world problems. And then she finds out that her family was like hiding a bunch of stuff from her, so because they didn't want to burden her or whatever while she was sick. So then she finds out a bunch of family secrets, and then like her and her husband got to figure out how to actually maintain a real relationship. You know, it's just so much that goes on. So that's what happens, and that show is really good. And it's a little corny on some parts. I'ma admit that it is a little corny, And it reminds me of like a little bootleg This Is Us, if y'all watch that show. It's not on Netflix. This Is Us isn't on Netflix, but it's on Hulu, so shout out. That's an honorable mention, even though it's not, oh my god, even though it's not actually on Netflix. This Is Us is like a great show. The next show that I want to talk about is Dear White People, and this show is just good. Like, I feel like a bunch of people know about the show, and it's like a really good show. It's about this girl named Sam, and she goes to, does she go to the HBCU? No, she doesn't go to the HBCU. She goes to like a regular college, I don't know. And like she has this radio station, and it's called Dear White People, and it's a bunch of like racism problems on her campus. And basically she calls out like a bunch of racist people and problems, racism problems and just like a bunch of things like that, plus drama, and then, you know, romantic subplots and everything. It's a pretty good show. They have 2 seasons. I have yet to finish season 2, and I know y'all probably like, girl, that Binge came out. Yes, I know a Binge came out, but like, y'all, come on now. So yeah, definitely watch that show. Okay, I have one more show that I want to tell y'all about. This show is called New Girl, and I really prejudged this show. Like, I just thought it was another corny comedy show, and it is another corny comedy show, but it's actually really good. So it's about this girl, and she moves in with these 3 guys after her ex-boyfriend cheats on her. Her name is Jess, and like they have like a bunch of funny moments, and then they end up being like a family, and it's really cool. A bunch of things happen, and it's not just about her, but it's about the roommates too, and then her best friend. So it's a lot going on, but it's a pretty good show. I'm not sure how many seasons it has. I think 6 maybe. Yeah, so that show is really good. Go watch it. So yeah, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this, what would I call this, giving y'all these Netflix shows to binge watch tonight. And I hope I can help y'all. You know, you probably been strolling through Netflix or trying to figure out what you're going to watch tonight. So I hope I can help y'all figure out what to watch or whatever. I hope y'all enjoy. If y'all actually take the suggestions. If you do take the suggestions, feel free to comment. Or if you like one of the shows or movies that I talked about, or if you want to like give me suggestions, just comment down below, and I will happily watch any suggestions that y'all give me, as long as it's good, because I need suggestions myself. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the little bell thing so you can see every time I post, which is Wednesdays and Sundays. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Check out my other videos, my back to school haul, my get ready with me sophomore year, and they're gonna be in the description. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and bye y'all.